Wade Stadium on a Thursday night where we are ready to begin game 1 of 2 between the Crosse Loggers and the Duluth Huskies, and both those ball clubs are ready for the playoff push. Hello everyone, Matthew Hargrove here alongside my partner Brendan Reilly, and not a lot of games left in this season for both the Crosse Loggers and the Duluth Huskies. But first, before we get into that playoff talk, let's talk about the most recent road trip for the Duluth Huskies. 3-3 on the road trip. What were your thoughts, Brendan?
Well, I thought the Huskies battled. I wanted them to go in there and be able to take that series against Wilmer, but they just kind of had a couple letdown games. Ended up getting away with the split, and then against Rochester, they almost were able to complete the comeback. Back on Monday, had the day off on Tuesday, or most of the Huskies did due to the Dream Showcase. Yesterday, they responded very well. Zach Statzer gave them a great start yesterday, got good pitching out of the bullpen. If they can look for that same formula here going into these final 10 games, I think the Huskies have a big opportunity to be able to maybe catch Waterloo or even lengthen the lead over Eau Claire and La Crosse.
Zach Statzer has been absolutely phenomenal. 5 shutout innings yesterday to make the road trip a 3-3 record. And John Kuzi and I, we were covering the team on the radio broadcast during the road trip, and we said for it to be a successful road trip, they would have to go 4-2. But 3-3, like you mentioned, as we're going to take a look at the standings, and the Duluth Huskies, they're half a game back in the second half of the Waterloo Bucks, but the overall record, they're tied with the Eau Claire Express, and that's why these last a couple of games, or this last little bit more than a week or so for the Huskies, you got to put over a 500 record together.
No, I would say over these last 10 games, you have to get out of there 7-3. 6-4 will be all right. That will probably get you into the playoffs, but you'll be very, very comfortable going 7-3 over these next 10. It all starts tonight because, don't look now, but La Crosse is right behind Eau Claire and the Huskies. This is a huge series. If La Crosse comes in and is able to take this series, take 2 games against the Huskies, that could really end things for this Huskies team going down the stretch, because then you got St. Cloud on the weekend, and we know how the Huskies fare against St. Cloud.
And to make a strong playoff push, you have to put together some consistency, and that's what the Huskies have struggled with. Talking about getting the win streaks, and they have a chance to start a win streak tonight, and they have a really good shot because Ben Girl is on the bump. And Ben Girl's last 2 starts, he's only given up 2 runs in 11 innings with 11 strikeouts. Wow.
He's been magnificent. He had that first start against Eau Claire, then he came in relief against Mankato. But over his last 2 starts, he's been great. He's really figured out how to get the fastball working, keeping it down, and be able to switch up his pitch selection. That's really what's kept hitters off balance. He's really been able, when runners get on base, to be able to get guys to ground out or bounce out or hit lazy fly balls. It's the Ben Girl that we were expecting coming in this year, and he's finally starting to show here in Duluth.
My guy, Brendan Reilly, it is going to be a fun one. Game 1 between the Loggers and the Huskies coming up next on the Northwoods League Baseball Network.